Preston Bailey. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the link. Thank you for turning in, because what is Smash Mouth Sports? This is probably your first time tuning in, and I'm glad you did. Smash Mouth Sports is just like Smash Mouth Football, which is going away. It's going away, Smash Mouth Football, just like Smash Mouth Sports is not going anywhere. We are here to stay. We're growing. Okay, we got another video over 1,000, another one's over 1,300 views. We are growing by the day, climbing up those depth charts. We need those subscribers, but you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I could get more subscribers and I could get more followers and more likes and retweets and this and that and the other by towing the social justice line. But I come to you with honesty is what I come to you. I come with you honesty and integrity.
With facts.
Feel free to send me your angry tweets at Smash TV Radio. We're talking about Sarah Fuller again. I thought this girl was done. I thought it was a one-shot, one opportunity, but here she is. The superstar, what I've been told, the greatest kicker the world has ever seen. Except that's not the case. Okay, here we go. I am happy for her. The only female to score in the Power 5 conference. We're watching this game live. Last time I checked, it was 42-17. Is that correct, Cam?
That is correct.
42-17, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. So I checked the game before we went on air a little bit earlier. We're like, Cam's like, she must have made a field goal. She didn't. In case you're wondering, she made an extra point. She made at least one extra point. The box score is taking too long to load. The starting kicker made the field goal. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, Preston, why would the greatest kicker the world has ever seen that has come down from heaven to bring us manna from heaven, how could she, the greatest kicker the world has ever seen?
Sarah Fuller greater than Adam Vinatieri.
Right. How could they not let her kick the field goal? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Here's the thing. She's not a good field goal kicker.
No, she's not.
Now, is she great for a female kicker in men's sports? Yes, if we're judging by...
She's the greatest of all time.
She's the greatest of all time. She's the greatest female kicker in men's sports of all time. There's no question. There's no question. She's the number one greatest female kicker in men's sports. Period.
Correct.
Okay? You haven't said the whole sentence. Her extra point, look, this is not a piling on Sarah Fuller. I know people that click and they're like, why don't you just give her a trophy and start popping bottles? Okay. Listen, I have to be honest. The extra point was terrible. Let me tell you the road we're going down here. There will be a female kicker in the NFL at some point in time within the next 5 to 6 years. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. It is going to happen. We are going down that road. We already have female coaches. We already have, female here, female there.
Referees.
Male referees, so on and so on and so forth. But here is the thing that you got to remember. Football is not a game where you get, special treatment, this and that and the other, okay? You got to buckle up your trim strap. Now, kickers are delicate. Male kickers are delicate. So female kickers are obviously delicate as well. But the question that I've always had, now the Power 5 conference, we're going to explain what is the Power 5 in a minute. Because everybody keeps talking about Power 5 and half the people don't even know what the heck Power 5 means. But here is my question. The other kicker who is not that good of a kicker, the male kicker I'm talking about, he missed a field goal earlier. He was 1 for 2, made one, missed one. Sarah Fuller is way too low on her kicks. Her kicks are way too straight. They're way too low. What makes elite colleges, Power 5 colleges, and NFL, not only do they kick good field goals, 30, 40, 50 yards, they're kicking them high with a high arc so that they're not blocked. What happens, okay, it's rare that it happens in high school, but in the top 5 power conferences, the top tier schools, the top tier NFL, kicks get blocked all the time due to 6'5", 340-pound guys crashing the pocket, crashing through. That's what comes in. So, Cam, what are your thoughts on that opening statement?
No, they absolutely have to get hired.
Whoa. In half. Go ahead. Didn't even mean to do that. My intensity is radiating, but go ahead.
I can tell. No, absolutely. I mean, she's the greatest female kicker in the history of male sports ever. But it needs to be, you got to kick it high with an arc, as you would say. You can't kick it this far off the ground, otherwise it's going to get blocked. every time.
And here's the thing I want to get to, and then I'm going to get into the Power Five. I've got nothing. Look, it does take courage to get out there with the men. No question about it. It absolutely does take courage. I give her all the credit in the world for sucking it up and going out there and playing with the men. It does take a lot of courage to do that. And she's got it there, and now she's got all these followers. She's a celebrity, okay? It's not about Sarah Fuller. It's the next – she's going to be protected, okay? In every way you could protect a woman, she is going to be protected. What's going to happen is throughout the history, throughout the years, we're going to see a wave of female kickers. We're going to see more and more female kickers. And eventually – you're going to see a female linebacker. You're going to see a female safety. They're going to try to infiltrate more physical positions, okay? I know people want to make this seem like this is something new. Kate Hinda, 30 years ago, was a kicker for Arizona State. She didn't make any points. She wasn't really she was on the team, kind of the same type of thing with a couple kickoffs, but didn't really get chance to make field goals and extra points and so on and so forth. The point is, what's going to happen when a kick is blocked and a 280-pounder goes at her knees, goes at her leg, and breaks her leg or knocks her over? What is going to happen? That's my concern.
Part of the deal.
That's my concern. That's part of the deal. So here are the Power Five. Before I say the Power Five, like and subscribe to the channel. And if you don't, I'm going to send Sarah Fuller to your house and kick you right in the nuts. So here's the Power Five. Power Five is ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, SEC. And I wrote down some of the top teams for each. ACC, Boston College, Clemson, Miami, Georgia Tech, and now Notre Dame. They've been an independent for forever. Now they're in the ACC. Kind of in a weird, bizarro class. It's kind of a separate thing. Big 10, Michigan, Nebraska, Ohio State, although Michigan is in danger of getting kicked out of the Big Ten because they've been so putrid of late. And they canceled the game against Ohio State, which is just even more sickening. Big 12, Texas, Oklahoma, Pac-12, Arizona State, California, USC, and then, of course, the Power Conference itself, SEC, Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, and, of course, the now powerhouse 0-9 Vanderbilt Commodores. And for those that don't think that it's a stunt, it is a stunt.
100%.
They were 0-8. Okay, first they were 0-7. Then they brought her in. Now they're 0-8. Okay. Now
nobody outside of Nashville was talking about them.
Now your regular kicker comes back. Your regular kicker on a scholarship to make kicks is the pseudo starter with her. So she kicks the extra points and he kicks the field goals. Guys, come on. What are we doing here? I mean, I get it. Everybody's excited because, look, in the future, we're going to see more and more of this, and it will be less of a novelty, and the novelty will wear off, and it'll just be another girl out there kicking, getting field goals blocked because they're not kicked high enough, and there's going to be a rise in females coming in, and there's also going to be a rise in females getting injured. Men get injured. Men get injured in football.
Correct.
6'5", 300-pound man get injured, get broken legs, broken bones, get dilapidated all the time. Women are going to come in there. It's going to cause a lot of problems. So, Cam, before we wrap this up, I'm rooting for her, but we've got to be honest about this. We got to stop pretending that she's somehow one of the top 200 kickers. Not only is she not Adam Vinatieri, I mean, she's not even
Roberto Aguayo.
Yeah, I mean, this is just. This has become a circus. It's become a circus. It was a low kick. She made an extra point. I'm very happy for her. She's not going to the NFL. Okay, so she's not going to the NFL. She's not going to the next league. So before we wrap this up, Cam, what are your thoughts on that? Did you like this stunt? Do you think it's great? Do you think it's bad? Or do you just not care one way or the other?
No, it's exactly that. It's a stunt. It's 100% a stunt. Nobody was talking about Vanderbilt in Nashville. Never mind around the country. They're irrelevant. And this got them massive headlines. So it's a stunt.
Right. It's a stunt. We'll see how it goes. I know the players were crying again when she made the extra point.
And they gave her a smelling salt.
Yeah, I saw that. What was it? What was that all about?
I don't know. I don't know.
What was that all about? Why would they give her a smelling salt? I saw that. I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing? She's not a boxer, for God's sakes. She didn't get
Make her
knocked
one of the
out.
guys.
What's that?
The football players take smelling salts and they get knocked into the next week. I guess they tried to make her one of the guys by doing that.
She didn't get knocked out. Oh, she did make two. She did make both extra points. So she made both extra points. 17. So they scored 2 extra points. And the other kicker, Pearson Cookie is his name, and I wish I was making that up, but that's his real name, Pearson Cookie. He was 1 for 2, made a 39-yard field goal, so Sarah Fuller made 2 extra points. Look, I'm very happy for her. There's a lot of pressure. She made 2 extra points. I know the media is going to have a meltdown, and they're going to throw a party for her. Anybody throwing a party for her has never played team sports because
Correct.
her team is not happy. Her team is 0-9. Her team lost 42-17.
It's true. Absolutely. No, 100%. No, her team isn't happy at all.
Her team sucks. Her team sucks.
Epically.
They horribly suck. They're 0-9. They're in danger of getting kicked out of the SEC. So like and subscribe to the channel. If you love the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you hate the channel, make sure you subscribe and send it to as many people as you can. You got to do it for good luck. You got to like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free. Send me your anger. Send me your tweets. At Smash TV Radio. If I knew Cam's Twitter handle, I would say
at
his.
Cam and Taunton.
There it is. Cam wants the anger. He needs the anger. So thanks again. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. See ya.